What?
I forgot the clickers.
That's okay.
Oh.
It's not the end of the world.
Well, welcome to another exciting episode, everyone.
Feel it real fun?
Without clickers.
Our 23rd of December, 2020.
Come the fuck off.
Your manifesting questions answered live.
That's right. Boom.
20 sharing the show. So, go to freeneville.com.
Please, go there right now. No.
Subscribe to the
Don't,
221 email
Go
list.
after.
Yeah. And you'll get a pseudo-random email every single day.
Pseudo-random goodness.
You die.
Yes.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
You know why?
Half a donut, cheap ass cup of coffee. Yep. 90 days of fun.
Boom. All right.
All of that.
Yo. Look at all these cool kids. Wow.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
I missed all these people showing up.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. So, Victoria, there goes Brucey Boy.
I know, he's following Karstens around
yeah,
outside.
He loves Karstens. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Karstens is the help. Yo, topping.
The hired help.
Top. Sizzle, yo. Uma, shaga.
Okay. So, I reckon we're going to dive straight on. Looks like we've got quite a jam-packed show here.
Yes, we do.
And DDD Tomi, he realised we were trying to trick him into not getting on this week's show. Okay.
All right.
So the first question's from Robert on Instagram.
But somebody told me we were having the show. That's right. End
Sorry?
of line. Good.
So the first question's from Robert on Instagram. Big health problems. Robert asks, I've sent you a message on Instagram. I have big health problems and tried everything in all these years. Can you give me some advice? Is it possible? I've read a lot about Neville, but I don't find my way in the flow.
Cool. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll begin here. What you did before doesn't matter, right? Because there are people out there that are terrified to take vitamin C because they read someplace in the world that somebody took a gram of vitamin C once and got kidney stones. And so, they shouldn't take vitamin C. But on the other hand, there are people that take vitamin C because they're going, right, I don't want to get sick, so I'm going to take vitamin C. And they get sick, right?
Yes.
And it ain't the words, and it ain't that negatives don't process or anything. But here's the thing. Use the tools. Go to NevilleGoddard'stoolbox.com if you like to read.
Yes.
If you want to watch some cool little videos, easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yes.
Get those 7 little videos, and you'll get the free daily email, which is cool. But what you did before doesn't count, because what you did before was probably done in some sort of hope or faith or intention or doubt or fear. And you got to know the one cause. You know the one cause, imagining what would imply your wish has been fulfilled, and then you'll do what you do. I mean, it may have you taken vitamin C, may not, don't know. But you'll notice this is really cool, right? Because you really get to just start where it starts and end where it ends, and enjoy. So, but stay tuned. We're going to keep going, and your question and my answer will weave into others as well, even Tommy's.
Wow. Okay.
Boom.
Cool. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you, Robert, for your question.
Brian says, I take 5 kilograms of vitamin C a day.
I don't think 5 kilos.
Yeah, naked, right?
That's a lot of vitamin C.
I don't take it orally. Anyway, that's right.
All right. The next question's from Gail via email. I keep imagining terrible things.
Terrible.
...
Oh my God. Here's the thing. You don't imagine enough terrible things. Wait till I'm done with you. So, go ahead.
Gail asks, hi 20.
Yo, Gail.
What do you do when you get into a really negative spiral? I was imagining terrible things happening to my partner's retail business, and it's making me super anxious that I'm bringing bad things into being, and it's making me a nervous wreck. There's some real catastrophic thinking going on. How do I stop this and get my imagination into a really good place? Help.
All right. So here's the thing. You got to learn how to control your imagination, right? Yeah. So believe me, right? You aren't imagining things terrible enough. Right? I mean,
okay.
Let's be honest, right? I mean, I'm assuming that this was the boyfriend, husband, who was it?
Partner.
Partner has a retail business. I'll assume
Yes.
that means like a like a chop shop or something, right?
Chop shop.
Yeah, you know, like let's say he sells cars or donuts, right?
Okay.
So let's say he's got this place that sells both cars and donuts.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Oh wow! How cool is this, right?
Yes.
Have you imagined zombies?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Right? Have you imagined warring zombies? I mean, like, have you imagined warring zombies wearing Mickey Mouse outfits?
Yes.
I mean, believe me.
Waving at you
I
with
mean,
that
I
glove.
can imagine up some well, without the glove. They take the glove off, and you see why there was some, right? I mean, you really got to just really amp it up, right? So, I mean, if you're imagining terrible things, I mean, you have to imagine like Armageddon, right? I mean, you got to take it way over the top, right? So instead of trying to go to war with your brain, like if your brain's going, oh my God, yeah, right, okay, we're going to prune the vine by just burning the whole damn forest down to the ground, right? So yeah, here's what I want you to do. I mean, you imagine terrible things with the business. You have to involve zombies, aliens, intelligent people from Kentucky.
Intelligent. Wow.
See, I'm going to offend someone here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I'm thinking Boyd Crowder. Right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to add in stuff that's totally ridiculous, right? And then you'll just find okay, right? And you'll break the pattern. Do that, right? Just for fun,
Cool.
right? And we'll keep going.
Okay.
Stay tuned. It's all going to end up in Tommy's question anyway, right?
Thank you, Gail, for your question.
Boom. In all seriousness, though, right? By the way, scroll back up to Gail's question, right? What do you do when you get into a really negative spiral, right? I just go dive, right? Yeah, boing, right? That's the whole thing, right? If you try to resist the spiral, first, I wouldn't imagine getting into negative spirals. I mean, I'm not a fan of spirals. When I was a kid, they put me on that merry-go-round thing at the thing, right?
Yeah.
Puke fucking city.
At the fairground.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I see playgrounds, I see zombies and stuff that. So anyway,
Cool.
yeah, don't imagine spirals. Just boing, right?
Excellent.
Someone will call that the boing method. This would be great.
Boing method.
Boing.
Thank you,
Triple
Gail.
D, Tony Doyle.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Tommy.
It is Tommy.
The Devil's Coffee Game.
Hoo-ha. I once had Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee. What you make of that? Anyway.
Tommy asked, just recently I noticed kept focusing on the wrong details when playing with the tools, specifically the coffee game. When doing it, I drift into focusing on setting more than the scene.
By the way, we did a great series on those of you who are just tuning in.
Yeah.
Right, we have a whole setting versus scene series. Any idea what it's called?
Alpha Creation Secrets.
Scene creation secrets, alpha action, something
Alpha
like that.
action, oh yeah.
There actually
something like
might be
that.
two different ones. I don't know, but just go check them out. Watch them. They're fun.
Cool. Tommy asked, how do I shift the focus back to the right details, which is me, while playing this game, so that I can capture the feeling while sipping that coffee every single time?
Cool. So your mind's just sort of wondering, that kind of thing. I'm guessing. So, see, when you get captured on the details of the setting, it really is. It just becomes more of like a daydream kind of thing versus like really just get down to that one little instant. It's sort of like, I mean, you can like wave your hand and count all day, right? Yeah, well, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 potato, 5 potato. But when you close your hand, there's a point where it's closed. Right? There's a point where it's closed, and it's just closed. Feel the coffee, right? Really explore. Here's something a lot of people miss. They get so stuck in, I will ignore 3D reality because 3D is an illusion or whatever. I want you to pay more attention to it, right? I want you to actually sip a cup of coffee and feel what it's like when it goes down and hits the thing, right? Just, there's that moment. Right? I saw John Mance doesn't like the spinny things either. Yep. So, but let us continue. It's that one, really explore that physical sensation, right? Sort of also why we suggest people play like the attitude money game, right? Yeah, people want to manifest money in all sorts of weird ways, but do you have a clue what it's like when you actually have some? There's that thing of opening up your wallet. And I bought petrol today, and I left my phone in the car. Right, attached to the back of my phone is my primary debit card, and my driver's license and monies, right? But I had my wallet in my pocket, and in my wallet, in my pocket, there was a different card, one that usually doesn't work. But I didn't feel like walking out to the car and back and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I just used that card. But I knew without a doubt that there was money on that card. There's that boom, that knowing, that, and there's where you get to play. Don't get hypnotized by the details. Really find that point when the coffee hits, when the card goes beep, that kind of thing. But more on that later.
Cool. Excellent. Okay, good one. So thank you, Tommy, for your question.
Boom.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Alice, jumping off the bridge.
Yes.
Alice asks, bridges of incident. Sometimes I laugh my ass as if what the fuck I created. Other days I want to jump the fuck off the bridge. Be still and know, right, but I'm still working on my reaction, which is awesome. It's everyone around me that freaks me out. It's a cycle, I know. What would be the easiest way to kick me off that bike?
I don't know if I fully get the question. But I would revise the last time. Or if this impacted yesterday, revise yesterday. Sort of like whenever I notice that there's a loop that I can't figure out, I really find that seems to be, the solution. So if this impacted your life yesterday, revise yesterday. Revise, you can revise the incident, or you can revise when you went to bed. You got it? So that's where I would play. Like generally, if there's a cycle that repeats, revision. And if it's something where you just can't nail it, revise yesterday. If this impacted your life in any way yesterday, revise yesterday. So, Kate, cool. You look radiant today, Victoria.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Today. So do you.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you, Alice, for your question.
Thank you, 20, for your answer.
And thank you, 20, for your answer.
Look at what a snazzy hat.
The next question. Oh, look, he snuck another one in here.
I'm telling you what.
The next
DDD Tomi.
Questions from Dream Driven Day Tomi. Capturing the feeling of the wish fulfilled, not the wish. Yes, right. Tommy asks, rookie mistake again. I noticed recently again that I tend to capture the feeling of the wish, but not its fulfillment, which leads to half-baked buns, which I don't like. How do I capture the feeling of the wish fulfilled every single time? And how to notice if it's just the feeling of the wish?
Cool. So we could go to the benefit of the benefit, right? So let's say the wish is to be a BMW owner, right? So, okay, right, I could imagine the car, so on and so forth, but how do I really get that it's my car? What implies it's my car? Really, really nailing that. And it's, I would drive recklessly, right? Tickle Belly Hill, my dog, back seat, that kind of thing. I also wouldn't have my dog in someone else's car, probably, right? So there's that whole thing of just that little tiny bit. So generally, I find the easiest way to do that is just to go a little bit further in time.
Further out, yeah.
Okay, and then look back a few steps. So if the wish is back a few steps, so I don't imagine buying the car, even though that was fun. Tom Sawyer paid cash, all that stuff. He even wrote down their own payment number. It was great. He had to call up and say, "Hey, you're not going to screw me for $1,000." Are you? I said, "No, Tom, I like you." Right? You wrote their own number down. That's fine. But it's really, really cool because like at the end of the day, just going a little bit further and looking back, right? Couple little steps. So I don't imagine picking up the car, buying the car. I imagine.
Yeah. I'm thinking for me initially that if I'm thinking of the wish, there's like this excitement there in the wish.
It's Christmas.
But it's almost like when I take it to the wish fulfilled, it feels there's something more natural there. It's more like you always talk also about your normal day. It's like it takes it almost to that level, and like there's this, it'll feel really good, but it's not like the initial excitement of the actual wish for me. I don't know. Totally.
Yeah, we got Christmas coming up. Family get together. I'm going to imagine it went great. Notice how you want to know how I do it? Yeah, I let the dogs out, right? Because we won't be here for a couple hours. We'll get home. We'll let the dogs out, right? There's no data about the Christmas, right? I could care less about the data about the Christmas. But you know what it'll be? We're home. Let the dogs out.
Yeah.
Boom. That's simple, right?
Yeah.
So there's that whole thing. Yeah, how was Christmas? How was the meal? Just, oh, fuck, man. Too much wish, right? Too much. But, who let the dogs?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Excellent.
So, when in doubt, bring a dog into it.
Cool. Excellent.
Whatever my dog will.
Thank you, Tommy, for your question.
He's a sneaky bugger.
The next question's from Priya in Manifesting Mastery.
And I think Tommy posted that one up. He's a tricky bugger.
What one?
Priya's.
Tommy posted Priya's.
Yes.
Well, we were saying it's Priya.
That's right.
From Priya in Manifesting Mastery.
And it is Priya.
And it is Priya.
Yes.
Okay. I listened to a money talk and doubling your income. With me, it's not about something daily that I would lack or get. It's more about the luxurious thing that I would be able to do more. I want to go to the theatre, visit certain festivals in London, go on 2 holidays. These are not daily things. Should I imagine each one of them separately, or do you suggest something else? And could you do an entire podcast or video on how to imagine ease with everything that you imagine? In my case, effort, struggle and hard work still show up. Could you give a concrete example using the 4 gates, how I can make ease part of my daily imagining? Thank you. Priya's off to bed now.
Cool. Priya, sleep well. Now,
Yeah.
here's what's really, really cool, right? So the second part of the question, so basically how can I have ease, all that stuff, yada, 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 yada. I'm going to tell you, let's take it back to your day. I mean, you want to manifest up a holiday. But here's the thing, right? Because there's these luxury things. When I decide, I got the Apple Pencil, right? It took me about 10 seconds to decide to get the Apple Pencil whenever I saw somebody at TNC using it, right? I was like, oh, what he's doing here is really fucking cool. I want to be able to do that. So I imagine doing that for a course and order the pencil. The pencil takes a couple side trips, but ends up here in Eltham. Why? Because I don't settle, right? I get pissed off, right?
Yes.
It's like, right? And then I nail something. But it really is, there's the typical, if you doubled your income and worked half the time, for example, your typical day would change. I'm really going to suggest nailing that, right? How you think about paying for coffee. How many times have you bought somebody else's coffee this past week? When's the last time you tipped a hairdresser $50? There's all sorts of things you can just notice. But what do you think when I say, tip a hairdresser $50? You see, that's a thought that can haunt the mind. Okay, what I want you to do, so I go to the health food shops the other day and I bought 2 things of magnesium. Not because we needed them, but because I like having extras.
Because we were there.
Right? Yeah, so we don't have any extras. So I'm there, I buy them. When I double my income and worked half the time, I don't go, right, do I have money in the bank? Should I do that? Should I get one? Maybe one before they raise the price. But I put it on sale. All that dumb shit. If you want this to be really simple, right? Imagine something different about your typical day, right? Could be the way you sip a coffee, could be the size of coffee you order, something like that. But these other things, this whole thing with luxury items and
Going
certain
to the
festivals,
theater.
those are just different wishes. Just give them life separately.
Yep.
Right? Here's the thing, when a desire shows up, that's when you give it life. I want your typical day to be different. You want to be doing this stuff, I want that to be there too. But the moment you go, oh wow, I really want to go to that festival, nail that. But if you're using that for the doubling, it just gets complicated and weird. So this is how I'm going to suggest simplifying. The separate wishes, imagine them up separately, right? And then again, nail that thing about your typical day. You'll be really glad you did. I can promise you that. If your typical day isn't going to be different because you've doubled your income, I don't get it. I can't imagine anyone not having events in their typical day. The electric bill shows up, right? No big deal. So, but let's continue into those because that'll be good.
Cool.
And with the 4 gates,
Yeah. How can I make ease part of my daily imagining?
I don't get how the gates will fit in there easily. It's almost like trying to say, how could I use revision to manifest up a puppy?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it just, you're starting at a chunk size that just makes it hard. You know, where the gates are easy, the gates are easy. You know, my question is I'll feed it back to you. Put in your post how you're using the gates to imagine it complicated. Okay, I pretty much will guarantee you're not, but if you are, this will be fascinating. So how are you using the gates to imagine complications? Right? Or if not, how are you imagining complications? So, cool.
Cool. Excellent. Okay, Priya. Thank you for your question via Tomi, apparently.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Boom.
The next question is from Dream Driven Day Sizzle.
Yo.
A small sizzle or super sizzle? Victoria and 20. I was doing a twin tie. I don't know if that means something. I was doing a session this morning and noticed how I had made situations and people bigger than me. If it was different this time, aside from pruning, I would like to naturally feel bigger than all of it. What are some questions or ways to play to invite myself to the bigness I am? To invite myself to the bigness I am. Thank you for your invitation, 20. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Sizzle.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'd just go with the general overview. Just really noticing that there are times when it's, obviously you want to play with the tools. But there's this overall realization kind of thing where you really get everything in your life you've experienced. Your awareness of being is God. So if you're aware of the red tricycle you had whenever you were 7, if you're aware of like the first time you got an A in school, if you're aware, all these memories, beliefs, experiences, they're all within you. And that's the cool thing, because when you start to notice, you know what, all of my beliefs, all my memories, they're all within me. They're all, and you just sort of get a different perspective. And so you get to notice, how am I imagining like having a nice car is bigger than me? Like, what am I doing? Like, you get to just notice that and stop doing it. And the big thing is, is just play heaps, and I think the biggest thing, the moment a desire shows up, that's when you move into its fulfillment, and that fulfillment will move you. It's like literally whenever I decided I'm a BMW owner, right? I came in the house, found the ad, called the guy, went to see the car. Everything lined up very rapidly. And the cool thing is, the guy said, we just put it in. They never go that fast. We just put it in. You showed up. We didn't even have it inspected yet. He thought it was. It wasn't. Right? I got my car at my price with my tires on it. When we went, we did the little thing, right? So I moved into the state of BMW owner. And I just, nail it. It's smaller than me, because I'm also a loving puppy dad, also a loving husband, also a teacher. So all these things are within me. And like I said, so we show up, and I tell him I love the car, hate the tires. And he goes, well, those are the tires that go with the car. I said, I don't think so. He goes, well, they're certified safe. We inspected the car. And when we sat down and I'm giving him money and he's typing things, suddenly it's like, oh, when do you want the car? I says, I'll take it now. I've got money.
Yeah.
Right? I give you money, you give me car. This is how it works, isn't it? I've never bought a car in Australia from you, but I thought this is how it happens, right?
Yeah.
And when we're going through all this, he's saying, well, it's really weird because we put the ad up. No one ever responds to ads that fast. We didn't get the car inspected, so now we have to inspect it, and it's going to take a couple days, like to inspect it, do a service, whatever. And guess what they replaced? The tires.
Yeah.
Right? They said, oh, those tires aren't good enough. It's like, I know.
Everything else is perfect.
Everything else is perfect, right? And so there's where I'd play. Just noticing everything is smaller than you by playing, like that. So, Victoria.
Yeah,
Let's
excellent.
continue.
Excuse me. So, excellent. Thank you, Sizzle, for your question.
But
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Scoots. Lots and lots. Scoots asks, putting buns in the oven and more money and luck-based states. Also, what if I need to maintain multiple states? Also, states that are like billionaire states, along with overnight success type of wins. And how to be lazy as hell and have life completely go your way. Also, multiple is getting a lot in here, squeezing it in, Scoots. Also, multiple citizenships, or just being able to throw money at your problems.
Cool. Ready?
Yes.
I want to know what you really want. I get it's a shopping list. But instead of the shopping list, because the shopping list will keep you dazzled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Look at all the ornaments, right? I'm not a fan of ornaments, right? Yeah. You don't want to get hypnotized. What do you really want different about your day? Give life to that. What do you really want different about your day? Give life to that. If you want to be super lucky and you go to the casino, imagine having gotten home and having had some wins. But you got to let it be about your day. All the other stuff, multiple citizenships and all that good stuff, sounds like fun.
Or it'd be nice, but it's like, not necessarily a real desire.
Totally.
That haunts your mind, as Neville would say.
So you have a desire, you feed its fulfillment, and once it haunts the mind, boom. I really think it's cool because, like, out in the driveway, when I moved into the state of BMW owner, things moved rapid, super rapid. Yeah. Just listed. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Just getting money. Yeah. Go on, Victoria, let's go. She was not thrilled.
Won't do that again.
That'll be good fun. Yeah, let it be about your day. This also goes back to Priya's question as well. This whole thing, really let it be about your day. I get it, festivals, all that good stuff. But when a festival comes along, if we decide we're going, we imagine going and we go. It's not like, that video, I want to be a rock star, comes to my brain.
Oh,
yeah. I want to be a rock star. Right?
Yeah, everyone's on that.
Yeah, what do you really want? What do you really want? Right? Boom. Yeah, everybody like that I've actually met, they want to be normal. You just want to go out for a fucking cup of coffee.
Excuse me.
Right? Have a whiskey. Right? All that stuff. So, Victoria. Cool. I think we got one more.
We got one more. So that was from Scoots. Thanks for your question, Scoots.
Boom.
And the last question is from Terrell in Manifesting Mastery. Neville Goddard versus David Icke.
I had to put David Icke, mercy.
So Terrell asks, just a random question, not sure why I thought about this, but has Neville Goddard ever spoken about aliens, extraterrestrials, or other life forms not on Earth?
I don't know. Great question, but I don't know. Here's the interesting thing. Does it matter? It might not, but here's my thing. I'm always just playing with how do I give life to what I truly desire, and generally, it's not something I'm interested in. I do find people get really into that stuff, tend to get into that stuff because they're not really giving life to really what they want in life. You know what I mean? So like that whole thing of so I'm just going to invite you to notice, it could be a stray thought. Maybe you were watching David Icke or listening to him. I don't even know where you can find David Icke anymore. But I just notice that awareness of being is God. How you are aware of being determines everything in your life. And I'd really suggest just noticing what else can you give life to. Yeah, just for fun. And if the whole and by the way, you may find the one lecture where Neville mentioned something about stuff like this. I personally, when I just look at the question and I did a quick little search, because we don't have all the lectures transcribed out. I didn't find anything with a quick one, but I just play with awareness of being as God. That's all. So, Victoria.
Okay. one. So thank you, Terrell, for your question. And you guys, that was our show.
Boom.
So what we want to know is...
What was your strawberry bit? Hashtag strawberry bit.
Hashtag strawberry bit, or one word. What was your strawberry bit, babe?
Cool. You know, I think really what it comes down to, sort of like the theme in the show for me, was simplicity and directness. Because we can really bring in all sorts of things like, Priya wanted to make it simple, but wanted to include the gates. To me, that was an automatic complication.
Yeah.
The thing with the aliens, again, that's an automatic complication.
Yeah.
I find it interesting because anytime we can simplify and just go direct, that whole thing of like, well, physical reality is an illusion, but consciousness is the only reality, then, Neville didn't say that, right? Neville said it's all equally a dream. And so, like, if we can put a little bit of attention on that sip of coffee going down your throat, what's it actually feel like? Then you're using that physical that follows to help you explore more. And it's that kind of thing. Just, Tommy's mind was wondering, how do we bring it back and let it be simple? Am I suggesting there the physical sensation, the thing with Gail's thing with imagining the crazy, right? Make it crazier. Just blow it right out. I mean, like the whole thing of like your partner's business, your imagined disaster, you have to include aliens, right? You have to include zombies. And that brings us down to Terrell's thing. The same thing. War.
Aliens. Yeah.
So that's my thing.
That's
we got a lot of goody comments going on. Wow.
Is there? Lots of... Oh, good on you, Brian, for putting in strawberry bit. Hashtag strawberry bit, one word.
Boom.
Sweet. And that's my strawberry bit as well. Yes, you stole it from me.
Did it really?
No. I'm just a wee bit tired today. Yeah, so sorry you guys. But I can see loads of goody strawberry bits going up. Good on yous. And thanks for all your...
John Mance spirals and simplicity. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, sweet.
So we will be back tomorrow.
Yes, we will
with a regular show.
Just with a normal show, yes.
And then we'll do a really quick little Christmas message on our Christmas day too. And maybe on yours.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe.
And look at that, Victoria. What's over there? Lots and lots of prezzies.
I know. 20's wrapped all his prezzies for me.
I wrapped all your prezzies for you. Yes.
I haven't done yours yet. I've got to be doing them tomorrow when you're away, when you're in the hot tub or something.
Ooh, when I'm away.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you guys.
Have a lovely day, guys.
We're just going to squeeze in at the end. Go to freeneville.com.
That's right. 221 pseudo-random. All that goodness.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
And if you've done that and want a different adventure, that whole manifesting to the max thing, especially for you guys that are looking, well, anyway, max, boom.
Manifestingtothemax.com.
John Mance is setting his alarm for tomorrow now.
Oh, that's lovely, John.
I've set my alarm now
We'll
for tomorrow,
see you then.
too. Yes.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Love you, Victoria.
Love you, 20.
Here we
Catch
go.
you guys tomorrow.
Hashtag all the goodness.